Sexuality for me is a very important thing. It's something, I'm a sexual creature, I'm a sexual being. It's something that I consider to be of utmost importance. Seeking and striving for a spiritual life doesn't mean you neglect the physical life. I believe in self-pleasure, and I believe in pleasure at large. I believe, but not in a hedonistic kind of way. I believe in sexuality and in sex as something which to me personally is sacred and intimate. When I say sacred, I don't mean in a religious sense. I mean it's an activity that I have set apart and placed a very high importance on. I put a lot of stock into sex and sexuality, but like everything in the world, there's a time and a place. I feel in recent years the world has become so over-sexualized, so hyper-sexualized, and yeah, sex has been a part of human history forever. I mean, the over-sexualizing of things, not in the sense of continuing, right, the species, not in a biological sense, in the sense of, right, the parties which the Romans and the Greeks used to throw, you know, and the mass orgies, whatever. That's been around since time immemorial. I'm aware of that. NoFap. NoFap is relatively new. It's a group, it's a secular group, it's not a 12-step program. It's a group which I came across years ago and have been practicing it ever since. NoFap is a group which advocates temporary sexual abstinence, or abstaining from certain sexual practices which one has deemed unhealthy for oneself. You could do it in correspondence with therapy or with any other method or technique that you want, but it's basically abstaining from pornography, in some cases abstaining from all sexual conduct for a specific period of time, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, whatever you feel is right for you. It's basically a way to reboot. In other words, it's a way to go back to a certain default sexual pattern or conduct or behavior. It's you without many of the external influences that are constantly hijacking your pleasure circuits. And like I said, I believe in pleasure. I really do, and in self-pleasure, but I believe that there is, for me, something at some point, a line was crossed where it's not where I wanted to be. I found myself in places that I did not want to be in. And I decided to join NoFap. As soon as I came across it, there wasn't a doubt in my mind. I was like, this is something I should be doing, for sure. Now, I recommended in the past the book The Way of the Superior Man. He also, towards the end of the book, has a chapter titled Body Practices. And that's the thing. It's striving for sexual mastery, right? And you can't be the master without first being the fool, in a lot of cases. So it's a lot of trial and error. But I believe that for me personally, and a lot of people out there agree with me, NoFap is of great benefit. It's not saying that sex is wrong. I'm not anti-sex. I'm not anti-sexuality. It's part of what makes me me. But there's a time and a place. And using techniques and methods such as NoFap is a way to guarantee that your emotions, your sexuality isn't blunted, because you give it the right time, the right place, the right mindset, and you still are able to make it a part of your spiritual way of life.